Good day, class. So today we are going to tackle about the second creative period, which is fiction. So we know that fiction is based on author's imagination, non-realistic or imaginary events. But in this period, writers make their writing through a creative and realistic manner. So this period saw the emergence of novelists and short story writers who revolutionized the literary scene with their imaginative storytelling and vivid characterizations. So one of the major developments in this period was the rise of the novel. So novel as a dominant literary form focused on creating realistic and accurate depictions of life. So the beginning of realism. So realism was a literary movement that sought to represent life as it actually was. So focusing on accurate description of everyday life and ordinary people. One of the major writer was Oliver Wendell Holmes. So he was a very near to the common life of his generation, a brilliant and witty talker. So his novels, Elsie Venner, The Guardian Angel, A Moral Antipathy. So Oliver Wendell called those novels medicated novels. And ang pinaka the best atong giswat niya is which is katong The Guardian Angel. Okay, let's move on to further realistic tendencies. So writers were Richard Henry Dana Jr. and Edward Everett Halley. So Henry wrote about 2 years before The Mask. So it is a story of personal adventure thoroughly in a realistic manner. While Edward Everett Halley, The Man Without a Country, it was a common thought for a long time to be an actual history. So the most typical realists are William Dean Howells and Henry James Jr. So the was an avoid realist. So Howells' literary work is extensive and varied, like poems, stops of the various quills, the Venetian Life, Italian Journey. The most popular are Foreign Conclusion, The Lady of the Aroostook. So kang Henry James, he is the most cosmopolitan writer. His prominent novels are The Portrait of a Lady, The Bostonians, The Tragic Muse, The Awkward Age, and The Wings of the Dove. Let's talk about the novels of locality. So novels of locality were a popular genre form of fiction during the second creative fiction. So Elizabeth Stuart, Phelps Wards, Mary E. Wilkins Freeman, and many writers, their novels focus on specific regions or communities, providing detailed descriptions of their local customs, dialect, and mannerism. So, ang Tennessee, nga gibuhat ni by Charles Egbert Craddock is the most popular book. So next is romances. So while realism was the dominant trend in fiction during this period, so there were also writers who could continue to explore romantic themes and styles. So most popular of romanticists were Edward Payson Rowe, Frances Marion Crawford, and Frank R. Stackstone. Next is humorists. So humorists are those writers who specialized in humor and satire. Humorist writers are Charles Farner, Brown, Bill Nye, and basta daghan kay to silang mga writers. So the most noteworthy writers is Mark Twain. He is a prince of entertainers. So, humorist writers, they entertain people entertaining their audience with witty and insightful writing. The last is historical and romance. So historical and romance was another popular genre during the second creative period. So si like ni Lou Wallace Ben-Hur, A Tale of the Christ. Those novels were characterized by their vivid descriptions of historical events as well as their descriptions of vivid characters and complex relationships. So overall, the second creative period in fiction marked a period of great innovation and creativity. So the works produced during this time continued to celebrate for their depth, richness, and ability to capture the nuances of the human experience. And that's all. Thank you.